Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Good evening and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Tony Sanlaban.
And I'm Bree Isom. Thanks for joining us.
Indiana Congresswoman Susan Brooks visited Ball State today. During her visit, Brooks talked to the media and toured the campus. Brooks also addressed not endorsing any of the remaining Republican presidential candidates. NewsLink Indiana's Jonathan Chapman has the story.
Interim Ball State President Terry King showed Republican Congresswoman Susan Brooks around campus this afternoon. Brooks is in her second term as a representative for Indiana's 5th Congressional District. Previously in the Republican primary, Brooks endorsed her fellow former U.S. Attorney Chris Christie. Now that Christie has dropped out of the race, Brooks plans to remain neutral.
I'm going to support whoever the voters and the delegates decide is going to be our candidate. And so I do have trust in the voters. I believe in the voters. I believe they are telling us, sending us messages through how they vote.
A problem many political observers say is that the Republicans don't have a candidate that is electable in November. Voters in key demographics have very strong negative feelings towards Republican frontrunner Donald Trump. Joseph Lasko is the director of the Bowen Center as well as a political science professor at Ball State. Lasko says the future Republican nominee will have a strong impact on down-ticket campaigns.
I think all Republicans are very worried and do have some concern that if Donald Trump is the standard bearer, their particular races may be more vulnerable than usual.
When asked if she will support the eventual nominee, Brooks said she will remain faithful to who the voters and delegates elect.
I will be supporting whoever our nominee is. Now, that doesn't mean I necessarily agree with everything our nominee is or says or does, but I do believe in our democratic process.
Brooks, like many Republican officials, is just unsure who that should be. In Muncie, Jonathan Chapman, NewsLink, Indiana.
Presidential candidates were in Wisconsin today for the state's primary. Both GOP and Democratic candidates have been campaigning in the state in an effort to gain more delegates and take steps toward the nomination for their respective parties. For Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, the delegates will be spread proportionally based on how the voting pans out. For Republicans, however, the pressure is on as the winner of the most votes gets all of Wisconsin's 42 delegates. With both races being very close, there is more importance on the Wisconsin primary this year. As one resident explains, the state is very enthusiastic.
All the eyes are going to be on Wisconsin tonight on the news, and it makes you be proud that you're from Wisconsin, that your vote is taken so seriously.
Acting President Terry King and Acting Provost Bob Morris have announced the current Dean of the College of Applied Sciences and Technology, Mitchell Whaley, will take his new position as the Dean of the College of Health on July 1st. Whaley joined the Ball State faculty in 1986. The College of Health will be home to more than 24 undergraduate and master's degrees, as well as 4 doctoral programs beginning this fall. Associate Provost and Dean of University College, Marilyn Buck, will be Whaley's temporary replacement in the College of Applied Sciences and Technology beginning in July. A permanent replacement will be found at a later date.
Expectant mothers here in Muncie will soon have a new way to take control of their prenatal care. The idea is to bring mothers together and out of the examining room. NewsLink Indiana's Brittany Baget has the story.
Centering Pregnancy is a nationwide program started by the Centering Health Institute that promotes group prenatal care and follows the recommended schedule of 10 prenatal visits, with each visit lasting between 90 minutes to 2 hours. The program was funded by a $25,000 grant from the Indiana chapter of March of Dimes, and the Maternal and Child Health Director Gina Siley says March of Dimes saw a need for this program in Delaware County.
But also the data in Delaware County shows that something like Centering Pregnancy is extremely needed to really start to reduce the number of preterm birth and low birth weight babies.
So everything looks good, and I'm measuring about where we
Family medicine doctor at Open Door Health Services, Ashley Hunter, believes the program will be an opportunity to improve prenatal health within a high-risk community.
We have pretty high high-risk population for our percentage of women who have a preterm birth, and that's due to multiple things. One is tobacco use, and others obesity. There's also a high rate of alcohol and drugs as well.
Dr. Hunter says the Centering Pregnancy Program will bring an opportunity for expecting mothers in Delaware County to meet and share their stories.
In our community, there's not a lot of places where moms can get together to create that community of, hey, there are other people in the same situation as I am, and being able to trade stories and experiences and resources. So I think there's that kind of more intangible marker that we could hopefully create a little bit of a community for these pregnant women and their children.
The program is scheduled to begin for patients at Open Door Health Services soon. In Muncie, Brittany Baget, NewsLink, Indiana.
For more information about the Centering Pregnancy Program, visit centeringhealthcare.org.
Well, Bree, the weather outside has really not lived up to the April name. It's been very, very cold, kind of a lot like February and March. I'm kind of confused about where the spring is.
I was wearing a winter coat today. Like, what is that?
Well, NewsLink Indiana's Nick Bowser is here to tell us more about this upcoming weather. Nick?
Yeah, it's been like spring is right now on vacation and winter is still just wanting to stick around right now. But look at the temperatures. It's even 41 right now. Winds are coming out of the southeast around 8 miles per hour, which makes it feel like it's pretty cold outside, 36 degrees. Take a look at the last 14 hours. Nice conditions outside, pretty sunny, but unfortunately, it was pretty chilly outside, and it's going to continue to be colder these next couple of days. So coming up, a windy night, rainy chances are likely. I'll let you know the arrival of the rain and return on the cold coming up later on in my broadcast. Guys?
Well, coming up next on NewsLink Indiana, find out about a camp that helps children with special needs.
And learn more about a cafe that benefits senior citizens in the area. Stay tuned.
Heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Ball State University professor Carol Friesen accepted the Provost Immersive Learning Grant and has put the money into a unique immersive learning experience. NewsLink Indiana's Abby Lutz has the story.
Charlie Cardinal works out with a stretch band today to help teach the importance of muscle strengthening at the Muncie, Delaware County Senior Center. Thanks to an immersive learning grant given by Ball State University, students are helping senior citizens at the Forest Park Senior Cafe.
Now, 37 students from Ball State University have partnered with Livestream and spent all semester planning and putting on events for the Senior Center here in Delaware County. Now, all the events they've put on have revolved around one central issue: wellness and nutrition.
The cafe serves a meal 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. Students help serve the meals and then create a way to teach the seniors how to live a longer and healthier life, oftentimes through puzzles, games, or activities. One cafe volunteer, Betty Hoover, says she loves volunteering at the center. She's at the Forest Park Cafe every day and says helping people is her favorite part.
You know, anybody, what, is it 55 or 60? They're welcome. Got 20 people so far. I want a bunch. I want them just everywhere. It's fun. And I'm having a ball.
A good turnout today means better participation in the future. Student Zach Denny leads the group, including Charlie, in various exercises using the stretch bands. Senior citizens were able to take the bands home with them, along with an informational handout. The professor who is heading the program, Carol Friesen, says she considers this a win-win situation for the students and the community. In Muncie, I'm Abby Lutz, NewsLink, Indiana.
The upcoming events are all open to the public. The next event is Sugar Shockers and will be on April 7th. Events will continue through mid-April.
Ball State's Asian American Student Association is currently hosting their annual week of events. Tonight was the fashion show, and NewsLink Indiana's Andrew Sanders has the story.
The theme this time around is What's Your Story? And the colorful clothing weaved quite a tale. Tonight was the Asian American Student Association's annual fashion show, an opportunity for students to strut their stuff in multiple different styles, all from traditional wear to cosplay costumes. Those who attended were also treated to musical performance by members of AASA. Jenny Lee, the vice president of AASA, was in charge of tonight's show. Lee says that the events are fun social opportunities for students, Asian and otherwise.
ASA is a family to me. It's a home away from home. Finding a group of people who have the same interests and kind of the same story as me makes me feel like I'm home, basically, yeah.
President of AASA, Sang Wen, encourages students of all ethnicities to check out the club.
It's interesting because we're known as the Asian American Student Association, but when you come to our organization, you find that we're an extremely diverse group of students. So our main objective is just being a voice for students within AP, IA issues, but at the same time just giving them a family away from home.
Reporting for NewsLink, I'm Andrew Sanders.
The Asian American Student Association is hosting events each night for the rest of the week and encourages all students to come participate.
With spring creeping in, many parents and kids alike are thinking about summer camp. Camp Woodsmoke in southeastern Indiana is for special needs campers of all ages, and keeping the place in shape is a year-round job. NewsLink's Rebecca Brumfield has a story from Decatur County.
Through all the trees, playground equipment, and upkeeping, one man keeps it running all year round. Roy Cudworth, a 73-year-old groundskeeper at Camp Woodsmoke, loves his job.
Some of the things that I've seen firsthand that makes it a unique camp and makes it well worth the effort that it takes to keep it up and running.
Each day is a new day for him, checking the cabins to make sure they are functioning and even riding around on a park ranger to check all 264 acres. While he does this, he remembers one unique time.
I remember one instance where we had in front of the shelter house, we had a group of little boys, probably 8 or 10 years old, and they were whittling pine wood racers for the Boy Scout, their pine wood derby. And the unique thing was I didn't see any blood or any band-aids, but they were all from the blind school.
The camp is funded solely by donations and by the Indiana District of the Lions Club. Being the groundskeeper for nearly 30 years, Cudworth has seen it all. But the camp ideals remain clear.
It's kept going and it's non-denominational, and I think that helps keep it open-minded too with that.
As long as he can walk, Cudworth says he will continue to give the camp his time.
I just enjoy my work and be able to produce with what my abilities to keep things under control and going here.
In Decatur County, Rebecca Brumfield, NewsLink, Indiana.
If you'd like to visit Camp Woodsmoke, visit their website at www.campwoodsmoke.org.
Up next, find out how we might be seeing some rain here in the near future.
Your full weather forecast is coming up next.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
You know what, Tony? It's been so cold lately. Where's this 60-degree weather?
Yeah, it was here in March when it was supposed to be cold. Now here it is April. It's supposed to be warm. We're back into the 30s. Nick Bowser is here with the full weather forecast. Nick, maybe even some rain's coming up. Please give us some good news.
Yeah, I don't know if I can give you any good news right now with the temperature and with the rain on the way because, you know, I wish it could be 60, but unfortunately we got 44 was our high temperature today and a mere 30 for the low. Usually we'd be right around 58 to 60 degrees and 37 being the low. Back in 1986, the high was 80 degrees. So take a look around the states. We got 48 in Denver, 50 in Billings, 71 in Kansas City. Boy, I wish we had temperatures like this, unfortunately. Here we go with what we got right now. 41 in Muncie, 37 in Kokomo, 44 in Indianapolis. In Bloomington, you are looking at 46 degrees. High temperatures today, we had 46 in Lafayette, 47 in Indianapolis, 50 degrees in Terre Haute, and another 50 in Bloomington. Now we do have this line of showers. It's going to start to push its way into Indiana by the early afternoon hours around 2, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It'll continue to push its way through and then it starts to back build so we can anticipate some more showers into the overnight hours, unfortunately. But good news is tonight it's only going to be 37 degrees, so you don't have to worry about the rain, but it is going to be kind of cold. Mostly cloudy skies, windy, and it's going to be coming out of the south-southeast around 20 miles per hour. Cloudy in the morning and then rain showers in the afternoon with a high of only 62 degrees. Winds will be coming out of the south-southwest around 25 miles per hour, so maybe not the brightest idea to bring an umbrella, but surely you should get a rain jacket. Here's your 7-day outlook. Friday, 42 degrees. Saturday, 38 degrees. Sunday, we're looking at 48, and finally we go right back up into the 60s by Monday and Tuesday. So you want your warm weather with the 60s, just look forward to Monday and Tuesday.
Well, certainly looking forward to the beginning of next week at least. I guess the rest of this week's going to be kind of cold, rainy, gross.
Unfortunately, with that low pressure off to our west, it is going to be prompting not only rain but very cold temperatures. So winter's, I guess, going to be sticking around a little bit longer.
Well, who knows anything about Groundhog's Day? Thank you very much, Nick.
You're very welcome.
Coming up next, find out how the Cardinals did against Xavier.
Your NewsLink Sports is up next.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Austin Lacey with tonight's sports. The Ball State baseball team was in action this afternoon against Xavier. The Cardinals came in today's game looking for their third straight victory. As you can see here, a very windy day out at First Merchants Complex. We're going to pick this one up in the top of the ninth where Ball State holds the one-run lead as Xavier's Rylan Bannon gets the single off of Ball State pitcher B.J. Butler. But Butler battles right back and gets the second out of the inning right here in the strikeout. But that will leave Ball State with one out remaining. Ensuing batter, Butler is going to do a little oh-no with the wild pitch, allowing Bannon to advance to second and into scoring position. Butler would go on to walk Xavier batter Will LaRue, but Butler comes back as the next batter comes up and gets the pop out for the final out of the game, and the Cardinals win this one by a final score of 5-4. We got the chance to catch up with Ball State coach Rich Maloney after the game.
I'm just happy we got the win. That's what it's about. You know, it was a team win. A lot of different guys contributed. And, you know, Alex Caw got 2 hits. Alex Maloney got 3 hits. They continued their hot hitting. And then Caleb Staten, of course, was big as well. He got a big 2-out RBI. He also had a double. So those guys, you know, have been carrying us offensively.
The Cardinals look to make it 4 straight wins when Western Michigan comes to town on Friday. In high school baseball news, the Muncie-Burris Owls played host to the Delta Eagles tonight in a matchup between 2 Delaware County schools. Muncie-Burris squared off in this one against a very high-powered Delta offense. As you see there, Delta's #1 Wesley Wooden drives in Adam Haynes for one of the Eagles' 25 RBIs. The Eagles' bats were connecting with the baseball all day long as Jonah Haley rips this one to the wall. Burris did not go down without a fight, however, as the Owls here put a ball in play and reach first base on the air, but Delta was able to strike out the next 3 batters, as you see here, to secure the victory, and Delta went on to win this one by a score of 25-0. Although the outcome of tonight's game did not go in Muncie-Burris' favor, head coach Billy Walker has a very unique story. Walker is a sophomore law student here at Ball State University and was hired on at Burris to be the varsity head coach. We got a chance to catch up with Coach Walker to talk about the opportunity that he has to coach the Owls.
The coaching vacancy came open at Burris really just about a month ago, and I went ahead and applied for it. I interviewed and I got it, and I've been here for a couple weeks now and trying to get things turned around. I mean, baseball is something that really brings everyone together, and it's something that can be fun, it can be really good for life teaching. You know, baseball is a game of failure, and sometimes it's not easy to deal with, and it kind of teaches you a lot, and it really helps when you're in high school, and then it kind of helps someone like me who's still around the game really connect with it.
A very interesting situation for the Burris baseball team, and also Ball State softball was defeated in both games of today's doubleheader against Illinois. Guys, the ladies will be back in action when they play host to Buffalo on Friday.
Well, I know Ball State fans will be hopeful that softball can turn things around. Good for baseball, though. Quite a game there for Ball State baseball. Awesome back and forth kind of battle there. Thank you very much, Austin. After the break, we'll learn about some great work from our Ball State alumni.
Plus, a Ball State student won a grant to turn her play into a movie.
Thank you.
You got a king?
Go fish!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Brittany Collin with your entertainment news. 25-year-old Tyler Dwiggins was a theater education major at Ball State University. While studying at Ball State, he found an interest in playwriting. He wrote a play called Subtext. After this show was performed 3 times, it was introduced to a New York playwright. Now, just 2 years after graduating college, Dwiggins is a published playwright in New York City. The play will be released April 14th at the Drama Bookstore in New York City. Time to mark your calendars. The Association of Acapella will be having their first ever show in the Adams Auditorium called Macapella. There will be 10 different acapella groups from 4 different schools. This event is sponsored by SGA, University Program Board, and the Residence Hall Association. The show will take place on April 16th at 7:30 p.m. Admission for this show is free. Ball State, or before we heard to our final weather, we have, I was so confused.
All right, thank you very much, Brittany. Some breaking news for you before we head to final weather. We have a NewsLink Indiana update. We have just received information that Bernie Sanders and Ted Cruz both won the Wisconsin primaries. So some delegates going to their campaigns. Now, let's have one final look here at weather before the end of the show.
Yeah, well, I know that earlier you were asking about some 60-degree weather. You are going to get it on Wednesday, but unfortunately, with that weather comes rain, unfortunately. And then we're going to start to see some colder temperatures on Thursday with only just 46 degrees and a 50% chance of showers. Friday's going to be cloudy with a high of only 42 degrees, and Saturday it's even going to get colder, 38 degrees with partly cloudy skies. And then we're going to be seeing some nicer weather with 60 degrees on Monday with sunny skies. This is going to be pretty
I'm
nice.
so
So we
happy
like
it's
to hear.
60 degrees.
Yeah, I am ready for the warm weather.
Absolutely. It's been very cold the last couple of days. We were talking about earlier, what happened to March? March was 60s, 70s. I think I wore shorts a couple of days.
Yeah, I guess spring just decided to take a vacation. Just winter stepped on in, unfortunately.
I suppose. Spring break for spring, right?
Right.
Thank you very much, Nick. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night right here at Cardinal Vision at 9 p.m.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a good night.
Yeah.